So I'm currently sitting in my driveway, y'all. I have not even left the house. I'm supposed to be on my way to the gym, and I'm going. I'm going. I have to get really consistent with the gym again because, whew, your girl has been struggling, but that is not why we are here. So I'm sitting here and I'm reading my notes and my notebook. Y'all know I have all of my Bible studies in my notebook. So we're gonna read today. I want to share with you Matthew 5:13, and it reads, "You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt has become tasteless, how can it be made salty again?" This is about the disciples in the world. So I wrote down salt is both a preservative and a flavor enhancer. Salt as a symbol. Salt was a valuable and essential commodity in Jesus' time, used for seasoning, preserving food, and even symbolizing purity. So I also wrote down what is the loss of saltiness. Because if we know what salt is, let's talk about the loss. So if Christians lose their moral integrity and fail to live out their faith, they become unsalted and lose their influence and value. Which means that if you are a believer and you are doing the Lord's work, but you are hot and cold, you will lose your witness. You cannot be on fire for Christ this day and want to be a leader and help people come out, and then the next whatever day you are cold, living in the world. That is going to make your witness be confused, and they're not going to believe that God is who He is because they have not come out yet. Our responsibility is to show people who God is so they will want to get closer to Him. So in this case, if you're hot and cold, you will lose your witness, you will lose your influence. So what I wrote down, how do you gain your influence back if you have lost your salt and you are unsalted now? I wrote down ways that you can regain. So be a positive influence. That is the salt. Authentically live out your faith. Don't be afraid to live out your faith. People need to hear your story. People need to understand what God has done for you. I remember I used to think that living out your faith or talking about certain things was bragging. That is not bragging. It's a totally different thing. You're actually telling people who God is and what He did for you so that they can experience it for themselves. Engage in good works. Be a source of strength and encouragement. Stand up for what is right. Be humble and a merciful person. Be humble is like, I can't express that enough. Be humble, because a lot of people who believe and they talk about what God did, sometimes they don't talk about what God did. They talk about what they did. Or I. It's not I, it's God. If God did it and you know He did it, then say that. Then say that. You should not be saying I did anything. So I also wrote down Matthew 5:16, and I'm going to read that for you. I have my Bible right here. It reads, "Let your light shine before men in such a way that they may see your good works and glorify the Father who is in heaven." That is what that means by being humble, but also sharing your testimony. People need to hear that. I share my testimony all the time at the salon with my clients. If they're going through something and I've already been through it, that is what we're supposed to do. Most things that we go through is for other believers, other people. It's for us to share our testimony so people can understand that, hey, I've been through this too, but God did this for me. Do you pray? Are you a believer? God did this for me. So that is what that is. Be humble and encourage others. So I wrote down some ways to get your salt back if you are unsalted. Focusing on reflecting His character through your actions, words, and attitude. Reflect His character is the first thing I wrote. Love, compassion, forgiveness, patience, hope, and the list goes on. That is reflecting God's character. Live authentically is number 2. Be true to yourself. Speak truth with love. Live a life of integrity. Who are you behind closed doors? Who are you when people don't see you out in public? Yeah, you can be nice and encouraging in public, but who are you truly to the core? Who are you in your heart? Who are you when you're alone by yourself? Are you speaking truth to yourself? Are you speaking love of other people? Are you a patient person? Are you a compassionate person? Are you loving and forgiving? That is what living authentically to me means. Number 3 is serve others. Use your talents and skills. offer practical help, encourage, and uplift other believers. Number 4, seek God's presence. Spend time in prayer, study the Bible, find a church or community to become a part of so that you can have others support you. Since I've started going to my church, I have made new friends to where we could talk about godly things. We could talk about things that I've never talked about with other friend groups that I had in the past. And it's not anything shady towards those people, but I was not in the place of where I am today. And the place that I have grown to today, I needed a different community for where God is taking me. So find a community that is based off of spiritual growth, and they are able to help you grow, or they've already surpassed where you're going, or they're going the same way. So you need to find community. And number 5, shine your light, share your faith, be a witness, direct your praise to God and God only, not you. Stop saying that you did when you know God did it. I just wanted to share that with y'all today because it blessed me. I have been sitting here pondering on that, if I should share it or not, but I feel like the Lord was telling me to. So glorify God in all things that He do, so that your witness will want to come out. That is it.